this right where you said you represent Hoover.
Yeah.
All right, so you represent Hoover.
Yeah.
So you represent Hoover.
Yeah.
All right, so that's where it's the cross at, because you got to understand that it's people that no matter what you feel me speaking
Yeah.
on, if you represent that it's motherfuckers that hate you and they'll do something to you
For sure.
behind that.
For
You feel
sure.
me? So it's like how see if you out of town. Let me ask something. So when you go to the feds, right, in the state, it ain't no choice. Like, you feel me? And it ain't no choice for a nigga from California, but it's a choice right here religiously. When you go to the feds, you get to pick like what card you gonna roll with, right? So as far as from us, like, it might be a nigga from Tennessee, he might be a Crip, but he might come in and be like,
I'm with
gonna roll with the
Tennessee.
Tennessee niggas,
Yeah,
you feel
yeah.
me? So on a religious standpoint, a Muslim, like, I'm a Muslim, you feel me? But you gotta make the choice, I guess, is you gonna roll with Islam or you rolling with the Crips, you feel me? So I'm gonna ask you, if you went to the pen, what card would you pick?
Yeah, I don't even know about a real Israelite card, really
No,
existed. You know what I'm
the
saying?
Israelites, they with the Muslim, they got the Israelites, the Moles, the Moorish Science.
Okay, okay.
You feel me?
All in
the
one
Christians
card?
got no, I'm not saying all in one card.
Oh no, they got their own
the
card.
Christians got
Yeah,
a
I know about the
card.
Christian card. Yeah, for sure, for
So
sure.
you don't even know. So you going with the hoop? You going with the low?
Yeah. You know why though? Because somebody got to be that light over there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to be the light. You know?
And that's what you saying. So you.
All praise to Yahweh Bahad.
First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakan Kodash, double honor to the apostles, elders, bishops, great millstone, shalom to you, brothers, pushing this truth, this word, this truth in this word and sincerity all over the earth. And it's either, this is like, you have a lot to say, but you don't. And that's where I am right now, right there. You have so much to say, but I don't at the same time. It's just, what can you expect from this group? And it's just that's just. And the thing is, everything that's going on in amongst Israel, it's just like, it's not surprising, it's not shocking, and it's really not expected at this point. You see, and it's just and we already know the Sicarii is a very carnal group in itself. So him coming out talking about he represents Hoover, which is Larry Hoover, which is I believe the founder of the group called the Gangster Disciples. And obviously, he's now that this came out, a lot of the stuff that I've seen in his videos, I've heard in the past, makes plenty of sense. And the one video in particular, is where they're outside some woke church. And I guess people inside called the police on him. And it was the information was brought out that one of the dudes had a gun on him. One of his men had a gun on him, and he was telling the police officer that he allows his men and they carry guns because attempts, he said several attempts has been made on his life, so that's why he carries a gun. And then just another video. Now, this was not too long ago when they had that debate with that dude that think he's the savior, that bug out. Where the dude visibly now, in the video, they're at camp, visibly that the dude had a gun on his hip. It was open carry, so it wasn't like nothing, it was not concealed. But in the video about the Christian, I never seen it in the video, but it was found out that he did have one. I don't know who specifically did. I think in the video shows you the dude talking to the police that had it. But at the camp, it was very visible. It was open carry, like it was just on his hip. You can see it clear as day. And now when you start to put this two and two together, now you were understanding why attempts is being made on your life, even though doing the work is dangerous. It's a battle when you go out there. But the people, from what I've seen from the information now, it could be true, could not be true. But the information, what I'm gathering, from what I'm seeing, is that clearly people are trying to make attempts in your life is because you're gangbanging in the truth. And they're more so focused on you gangbanging and you trying to represent something than actual the word itself. You see. And I could be wrong on that, absolutely. But that's what I'm leaning more towards. So that's why your life's been attempted. That's why you think that it's okay for people to carry guns at camp while you're preaching the word. It's because people are after you because you're gangbanging, man. Now we and nobody knows what you're doing off camera. We only see what you're doing on camera. You see, the only people that know what you're doing off camera is the people that's in your congregation, that's in your group. But like I said, it's not far fetched and it's not surprising. Because the group means what? Dagger Men, something like that. And then he has Dagger Gang shirts. He had a dude with a fully AR, an AR at the Passover. They sell clothes for money on money. They make the rap music videos. They incorporate the truth with the gang banging. It's like everything. The rap sheet is just it's not surprising. It's not surprising. You see, it's just not surprising. And then, it like so much to say, but then, like I said, so little to say. And it's just, what do you expect from these carnal men? The name Sakari is already not spiritual in itself. You see, it's already not spiritual in itself. And then you're just following in like manner of exactly what they do. You see, and you're just trying to use the word. You're trying to use the word to get money. You see, and then an overall aspect, you know when you come, No Jumper, first off, is Adam 22 is the dude that runs it. And I made a video about him not too long ago. That nigga's wicked as all hell. I think I had a game show, a damn reality TV show, or whatever it was, to see who can sleep with his woman, to sleep with his wife. We had a whole reality show about that. So the people that's on his podcast watching, and the people that's doing interviews and bringing people, it's just all a bad vibration and a bad look. Because why are you on there? There's nothing there's no edification coming out at all. But it's non-spiritual men, so it's just like, what do you expect, man? What do you expect? They're trying to use the word for merchandise. They're trying to come in this like matter tomorrow. Yeah, they're coming in the name of the Lord. See, they're coming in the name. They're coming in the name of the Lord. But what are they doing? They're not doing anything. They're not following the works. They're not following the ways. You see? The first scripture I want to get is the countenance, man. Because that's what it really boils down to. This is Ecclesiasticus, I think it's 19. And 26. It says, "There is a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly, but inwardly he is full of deceit, casting down his countenance, and making as if he heard not, where he is not known. He will do thee a mischief before thou be aware. And if for want of power he be hindered from sinning, yet when he findeth opportunity, he will do evil. A man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. A man's attire and excessive laughter and gait show what he is." And this is the first, when I first seen this is the first scripture that popped up, man. You see, pretty much you understanding a man's countenance and the way he conducts himself, his looks, is going to tell you a lot about the man. Now, what are the things that you see that he does, that he promotes? Wearing hats, which while preaching the word, wearing hats, having people openly carry guns or conceal carry, still both unwise and going off. The name, the selling of merchandise, the rap music. You see the guns in the videos and all these things. And it's just carnality over and over and over and over again, man. So it's just, you can't, what that's the leader. So obviously the people that's below him is going to do the same thing. You see, and I say this all the time, man. And in all types of situations, man. The leadership is going to the people is going to directly reflect the leadership every single time. So the way that you see his men act is a direct reflection of how he acts. And when you see the other people, these other camp videos and them doing this and that, they got guns, they're doing the same exact thing that they see that the leader, man. It's the same thing that they do. You see, and this is why it's very clear. It's a very clear distinction of who has the truth, who's preaching the truth, all of it in sincerity, and who isn't. It's very clear. It is very, 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 very clear. Like I said, this video is not to be super long. It's just I have so much to say, but you don't have to, and it's just not expected. I mean, it's just not non-expected at this point. Am I surprised? A tad bit, maybe a little, but is it far-fetched? No, absolutely not. And then it's just very unwise, because now who knows what can boil on from here? Who knows what can happen from here? And this is why the scriptures say about the ministry being blamed, because who knows what can stem from this? Now, No Jumper, Adam 22, his podcast is a pretty. I wouldn't say super well known, but a well known podcast. And I'm pretty sure probably in the description box somewhere or in the video, they probably was asking him about what he does. Who are you? Yada, yada, yada. So people are going to see that. And then who knows what can arise from this situation. You be at camp when you know these damn niggas. The niggas take the gangbang stuff very seriously. So you're openly confessing the things that you do and the things that you support and who you follow and wherever the case may be. You could be at camp, dudes roll up, start shooting, and now you're shooting back, and now guess what happens? Oh, nigga, you already know what the news is gonna do. The Black Hebrew Israelites is doing dangerous gang, just shooting people. Who knows? A bystander that had nothing to do with it gets shot, and then guess what? Gets hit in the leg or something, arm, and then guess what? It's gonna be all on the news. And guess what? They're not gonna. This how crafty Esau is. Esau is not gonna focus on the people that started the ruckus. He's as soon as he sees them fringes, point it on them, highlight them doing it. Then guess what? Now the ministry is getting blamed because now you want to bring gangbang and all the other stuff. And it's just, yeah, bro. You can just tell, like I said, who's speaking the truth and who's not, man. It's very obvious at this point. This is a tree and its fruits. Matthew 7 and verse 15. It says, "Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Ye should know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles?" It says, "Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them." And that's a direct thing from right here, from what I just read right here. And Ecclesiastes in the 19th chapter about, let's read that again. It says, Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 19 and verse 29, "A man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance, when thou meetest him. A man's attire and excessive laughter and gait show what he is. And was he not laughing? Was he not having the laughter while he was getting interviewed when they was talking about the stuff? Just laughing about wickedness, man. And you just, like I keep saying, man, what do you expect? What do you expect, man? And also the long hair. I forgot about the long hair. He doesn't want to cut his hair. The long hair. But that's because they pick and choose what they want to believe, and they pick and choose what's true and what's not. You see, they don't find Apostle Paul authoritative. So obviously his Paul's teachings and his writings, his letters, they don't think that we have to follow it. They think we can. He said, "Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing." See, that's that self will, man. That self will shit that they got going on. Putting hats on, then the long hair, and then all the merchandise that they're selling, and then everything just adds up, man. Now this, and then guess what? Everybody, and the thing is, let's get this, not this. This right here, 2 Peter 2 and verse 1. It says, the rise of false prophets. 2 Peter 2 and verse 1. It says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privately shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. Here's the point. The point that I wanted. It said, and many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. You see, you also understand this. There's going to be more wicked women, wicked men, than there's going to be righteous men and righteous women. So, guess what? It says, many shall follow their pernicious ways. And verse 3, it says, and through covetousness shall they with vain words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not. Do you see? And they shall make merchandise of you, and many shall follow their pernicious ways. It's a point that the points that I wanted right there. Or the main point. The main point was many shall follow their pernicious ways. And the Sicarii, I'm pretty sure they're a pretty decent sized group. A pretty decent sized group. And guess what? Now, Mr. Grilly Hebrew has made it known that he does that. So who knows how many people that also follow in this group? Because at the end of the day, this just seems like it's the gang at this point. It's just the people that follow them. I mean, that follow that's in the Sicarii. Who knows what they all represent, which they probably all in cahoots with the agreement of the Hoover thing and all the other stuff. So you probably have other active members, because best believe in this ministry, in this thing, man, everybody, all the brothers and have come from different walks of life. Some used to be pimps, some used to be whoremongers, some used to be gangbangers and all types of military and whatever the case, special agents, spies, whatever the case may be. Everybody has come from a different walk of life, of course. So if you come, it's like I lost my train of thought. Everybody's come from a different walk of life, but you have to put that stuff away when you come into this thing, because there's no room for you to be gangbanging and then for you to just calling names, how about Shemal Shai, and doing these things to put on this forefront if you're still gangbanging, because there's nothing good that's going to come out of that at all. Zero. Not one. The whole point of this thing is to become a new creature. A new creature. You're supposed to put off those worldly things, not try to bring the worldly things in this. You're trying to get that old wine and you're trying to put it in a new bottle, and it's not going to work, man. It is not going to work. Do you see? It is not going to work. So yes, there has been people that have been in that lifestyle that have came out of that. But the point is that you have to come out of it. That's the whole point. You're supposed to be a new person in this thing. You're supposed to stop doing certain things. The law is supposed to make you a better person. The word is supposed to make you a better person, man. Do you see? But like I said, a lot to say, but not so much at the same time. So that's all I wanted to touch on, man. That's all I wanted to say about it. And the people, now that your leader is coming out as being gangbanger, how many people is going to stay? And when are people going to be like, okay, this is not wise. This is not the right way, and then end up leaving the organization, man. You see? So that's pretty much it, man. Y'all need to wise up out there, man. But then again, Yahweh Bashima Shai has everybody where he wants them. So